At the beginning of the third quarter, Bunty Meherhu and myself were appointed as co-managers of the CI Canadian Dividend Fund, and we look forward to engaging with you, including providing updates such as this one. The third quarter certainly was an interesting one. As we continue to live through COVID, we've got those competing forces of the optimism associated with the reopening and the growth that would come with that. That, though, in contrast to the supply chain disruptions that are making it difficult to meet demand and slowing the potential for growth, which then naturally gives rise to inflation. And if that inflation proves to be persistent, then interest rates potentially move higher, and that could be quite disruptive to stock markets. So if you look at the Canadian market through the third quarter, you kind of saw that behavior, the optimism through the first couple of months of the quarter, that giving away to some of the volatility and concerns in the third. Energy markets in particular really follow that track, is performing quite well through the first couple of months and giving up ground through September. And in September, of course, we had our federal election, really a non-event. It typically is from a market point of view, and this one was also a non-event from a political point of view. So some repositioning, we are pulling back on energy. We really want this portfolio to have a defensive characteristic, steady compounding free cash flow. That would be its nature. We did buy some of the Canadian banks, nothing to do with the benchmark. It's simply when they have good risk-adjusted returns, we're happy to own them. And with our foreign content, which we'll keep under 30%, we like those types of names you really can't get in Canada. And if there's a non-dividend payer, it'll likely be with the foreign content. Also looking ahead, our baseline is optimistic that stable growth will come back, that inflation will prove temporary, but we really want to keep an eye on that. That's sort of where we think about it now. So we're not repositioning the portfolio to be heavily biased toward high inflation, but certainly we do look at the pricing power of every business we own, and we want to ensure that quality of the business is there. So that's how we're set up currently. That's it for this update, and we'll engage again with you shortly.